Also, I just want to say it was me behind this whole thing. Now that the JFS Mayoral Race is over, I guess we should have a little chat about my whole role in this whole Mayoral Race, and that role was that I was behind this whole thing. Yep, it was me who placed the first signs, and this little video is gonna be a little bit of my explanation to talk about a little bit of behind the scenes, talk about my idea that went into this whole thing, my thoughts about the whole race, how I felt it went, and yeah, you're probably gonna see some never before seen footage that I have recorded previously throughout the few months of season 6. So let's get right into this conversation about the JFS Mayoral Race. Now, this Mayoral Race started with one thing, and that thing was me placing a sign that read Charleston for Mayor. Okay, so I'm recording this before episode 6. I have this really silly idea for a little kind of event kind of thing on the server. Kind of might lead into some roleplay, kind of might lead to who knows where. I'm gonna place a couple signs on the server, and the signs are gonna say one simple thing: Shostin for mayor. Yep, I want to make Shostin mayor on the server, but I'm just gonna place some signs. I'm not gonna say it's me who places them. I'm not gonna let people know when people start asking questions. I'm just gonna leave signs around the server and see what people do with these signs. If other candidates pop up, who knows? Maybe I might put signs with other candidates' name. Yep, it was me who placed the first signs, and I had this idea since season 5. It was a little idea I had thanks to somebody saying a comment that said Weathermaster was the king of season 5 because he built Town Hall. And I don't remember who said it exactly, but I took that as a challenge, and I decided somebody should challenge Weather for the title of King, Queen, Mayor, President of JFS Season 5. And I wanted to put myself as the person, but I decided against it, and I decided to put in a proxy name and nominate a fellow Green Team member, Shostin, for mayor. Now, I didn't do this idea in season 5 because I felt like the timing of the idea when I wanted to place the first signs, it was a little too late. People weren't really playing too much on season 5, so I decided to hold it, save it for the beginning of season 6, and within the first 2 months, I decided to enact my plan and place the first signs, the first Shostin for Mayor signs. And the whole idea was to place the signs and see if anyone did anything with it. A month passed, and unfortunately, no one had placed any other signs or said anything in the main JFS Discord. So I decided to take it a step further and put 2 more signs: Vote Weather and Dennis for Mayor. Or, well, Dennis for President. I think it's time to have a little bit more fun and see where things go. As you might see, I have a couple signs in my inventory, and we're gonna have a couple new campaigns. So the first campaign that we want to do is Vote Weather. Oh, I'm using the wrong sign for weather. I was supposed to use the crimson sign for weather so people don't think it's me. So vote. Make one space down. Vote weather. So that is my second campaign that I want to do. Will use some dye and glow dye. And the other campaign that I want to do is Dennis for president. So yeah, these are the three campaigns I kind of want. Vote weather, Shawson for mayor, and Dennis for president. And it was me who placed both of the signs. Shawson did say that he thought I placed. Oh well, he thought whoever placed the signs placed weather sign before Dennis's sign, but no, I placed them both at the same time. And I chose weather because of the whole offhanded comment in season 5 where weather was the king of season 5 because he built town hall, and I put Dennis's name down because Dennis has a great personality. He's a really funny person, and I thought he could take a whole mayoral race and have some funny moments with it. Other people I thought about nominating were Muckluck, Nexer, and Max, and Dakota, which I did put the Dakota for vice president line in well, by Spawn 2, so yeah, I was behind the whole Dakota for vice president campaign. But I did say to myself that if no one else had placed or done anything with the new signs, I would do something. But thankfully, Tiny Stranger, he built the polling station, and I couldn't be more grateful for him for building the polling station because it turned out well. I'm glad somebody else took initiative and actually did something. I think the only problem with the timeline that Tiny wanted, I think, was 2 weeks from the creation of the polling station, and we would vote in 2 weeks, or the results would be in 2 weeks of who would be mayor. But in my opinion, and the opinion of a couple other people, we're like, it should play out longer than that, longer than just 2 weeks or however long the timing was. And I think for what it was, the whole month-long campaigning adventure, I think we had a great content. We had a little debate, we had some shenanigans, we had some fun. I think it went pretty well, to be honest. Now let's talk about the candidates: Tiny Stranger, Dakota, Giorgio Armadillo, Cosmic Bunnies, and Shaston Ah. The Tiny Stranger, he was a name I actually considered putting on as like potential candidates when I put the Dennis and weather signs, but I don't really know him too well, and like out of all the members of his little group that he has, he was probably the only one who I really had interact with in the past before. But I think his campaign was interesting. It would have been neat if he could have attended the debate, but unfortunately, time didn't match up to what we had set. So unfortunately, he wasn't able to make the debate. But I'm sure it would have been complete chaos with a fifth candidate at the debate station. Now, Dakota is an absolute funny person, an absolute pleasure to work with. He is one of those who has like really great comedic timing, and like I enjoy his personality, and I'm so glad he ran a campaign. He said he bombed the debate, but he did not bomb the debate. He was actually pretty good. I'm so glad he ran. I'm so glad he had a little role in this little whole mayoral campaign thing. He was another name I wanted to put as potential candidate, but I decided to put him as like vice mayor Maybe who knows? Maybe he'll still be vice mayor. Who knows? Now Giorgio Armadillo. That is an interesting candidate. I'm assuming it was Zulu and Goose behind the whole Armadillo running for mayor. I think it did really well. I think it was very hilarious, very great for like content. It was funny because like Shawson's biggest rival in that whole mayoral debate thingy was Giorgio Armadillo. So hey, who knows? There could be potential storylines with the barons and not losers in the future. Giorgio versus Shaston 2027 or something. Cosmic Money, she is a newer member of the server, and an unexpected win, to be honest. I felt she ran a great campaign, and I can't wait to see what potential shenanigans she gets up to as mayor of JFS. Congratulations, Cosmic Bunny, and hopefully she doesn't die to any assassins. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Totally not planning shenanigans myself. Now we get to Shaston, our fellow not loser member, our fellow green team best team member, and I'm so glad he ran with the signs that were placed. I'm so glad he was able to run a really funny, hilarious campaign, and his skin was based on this like real life politician, this real life New York politician who wears a red beret, and I thought it was completely hilarious because I saw a meme of that exact same politician not too long before Shawson told us this idea, and I just found it hilarious. But I'm so glad that Shawson ran for mayor, and I can't wait to see what other shenanigans me, Shawson, Muckluck, and Dean get up to as Team Not Losers on season 6. I guess we should talk about the debate as well, and I think the debate was awesome for what it was. Again, I'm sad that Tiny Stranger could not make it to the debate, but again, times didn't match up. I appreciate everything he has done for like the mayoral campaign. I appreciate him creating the polling station and such. And also I appreciate Dennis for creating the debate station or the debate platform. Yes. Dennis took it upon himself to create the debate platform, and we took it upon ourselves to get Dennis to host the debate. Dennis was one of the 2 people we had in mind for potential hosts for the debate, and I'm so glad he agreed to it because I think he has a really funny and great personality, and he did a absolute wonderful job in the debate, and his quick costume changes completely hilarious with Burger King employee and frog guy, that weird school role play he's doing. But yeah, the debate was pretty awesome, and I'm so glad that we had a bunch of people on listening into the debate. It was pretty cool, pretty nice. So I guess we should talk about the reveal.
I've got something to share.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to make this a definitive accusation, but I'll lay forth what information I have. Shawston uploaded a video where he went into the Nexus on October 22nd, and there are no Shawston for Mayor signs present.
Mm-hmm.
That is as far as I can tell, the last video uploaded where there are no signs in the Nexus for Shawston for Mayor.
Okay.
Granted, we don't know when that was recorded, but I'm assuming it was not long before that. The next clip I can find that has a sign for Shawston for Mayor is Dean's upload November 17th. So there's a 1 month window.
Oh, quite long.
And we also don't know when Dean recorded that. Could have been recorded before, but we know that they were at least in the Nexus on the 17th. Going to the stats page and looking for people who used a birch sign between October 22nd and November 18th, there's only one person that interacted with a birch sign,
Oh,
and it was approximately 11 birch signs on November 5th.
remember,
And that
the 5th
person
of
is
November.
and that person's RedStar.
Dun dun dun.
I knew it.
I knew it. I knew it. I've said this all along. It was Red Star.
That was my first thought.
Red Star, you've been
But-
found.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
How does it feel?
J'accuse.
To the fort building.
Sherlock Mawkins has discovered the truth.
Don't ask him about his brain palace.
Yeah, okay, fine. Whatever.
This is the
It
Scooby-Doo
was
moment.
supposed to come out tomorrow. It was not supposed to come out today. I had a whole plan, and yeah, I'm kind of annoyed. I'm not gonna
Got away
lie.
with it too.
I mean, to be fair, that is a very smart way of doing it. You
I-
have to give credit to Max there. He has used the tools provided, and
I wish he
and done the
didn't.
research.
You should have said to the RedStar.
I didn't know you were gonna.
Well, that's why I said yesterday I had a definitive way to prove it. That's why I mentioned it to you yesterday.
I didn't know that was gonna be the way. And yes, Max had revealed my little secret I had on the server the day before it was actually supposed to come out and supposed to be revealed. Originally, my idea was to reveal it at the announcement of who won Mayor, and everyone would be shocked and surprised. I guess everyone who was in the call was shocked and surprised that it was me behind the whole thing. But yeah, we should talk about the fact I was a little annoyed, but it's no big deal. It happens. I think for me, my biggest annoyance wasn't the fact that I got revealed, because, fun fact, in episode 6, the Blossoming Axolotl, if you watch the video and look when I open my inventory at the very beginning, 3 minutes in the video, I think, or something like that, it would be on screen right now. But if you look in my inventory, you will see all 3 items: the birch signs, the glow ink, and the green dye. So that is one way you could have figured it out. And I really wanted somebody to figure it out, because I really wanted the Not Losers to be in on my plan, or whatever plan I had. Honestly, I had no plan other than getting shots in office, but drats to that. But yeah, well, I was more so annoyed of the timing. I would have liked it to be revealed a month ago, or even a week ago at the debate, or even the day of the election, because originally it was supposed to be revealed the day of the election. I think another thing is, if Max said, "Hey, I know it's you," right before he revealed it, I think I could have more mentally prepared myself for the reveal of me being the person behind this whole thing by Max. But yeah, I didn't get that warning, and it's no big deal. It's no fault of Max. Max was having his fun. I should have probably said something a lot sooner, and yeah, it's not a big deal. I really wanted to be revealed, and I think it's gonna make for a hilarious moment looking back on things. And yeah, I was behind everything. Now, as you guys know, Cosmic Bunny has won the mayor race, and I hope she does a wonderful job. She has already laid out some ideas on the JFS Discord to give you a little behind the scenes of the JFS Discord. So she has stuff planned, and stay tuned for those stuff on various channels and such. And I can't wait to see what she does as mayor. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little ranty episode. I hope you guys enjoyed me talking about the behind the scenes of this little Shostin for Mayor campaign. We had this little mayoral race we had on the JFS. And if you enjoyed any of the shenanigans that went on any of the channels of any of the various JFS members, please like, comment, and subscribe on any of our videos. It would really help any of us out a lot. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, nerds.